It seems to me that sometimes we just don't hear the words that are coming out of our own mouths. We even say things that are common phrases or sayings, and some of those sayings, some of those phrases just make no sense when you take a second to actually think about them. Things like, you can be anything you want, except when you want to be something that you can't logically be. We won't break that down any more than that, but that's just not true. Or the saying, hard work always pays off, except when it doesn't, because we are subject to forces outside of our own control that may make all that hard work null and void. And then one of my favorites, there's no such thing as a stupid question. And then the guy next to you, or even you yourself, open up your mouth and ask the dumbest question. Have you ever seen a press conference? There is always that one guy who asks the dumbest question because people think dumb things, present company included, and not everyone has a strong enough filter to let those thoughts not come out of their mouths. Now, that being said, there are a few sayings in life that actually do hold up a bit better. And that is what we're going to get into. This video is part of a series on some common and maybe not so common sayings and why they often end up being true. This is a 6-part series, and you have discovered episode number 2. I'll drop a card and a link in the description for the rest of the episodes in this series right here on YouTube. For the folks watching and listening on other services, unfortunately, you may be on your own to discover the other episodes yourself. Once again, I am being a bit harsh with my examples of bad sayings. And granted, there is a bit of truth in them, or we wouldn't say them. And obviously, with the sayings we're going to hit in this series, they may not always be true in every circumstance, but I think there is something that we can take from each of these sayings and apply them to our lives and to our creative endeavors. Here's the saying we're going to hit today. Your habits reveal your priorities. See, habits and priorities are in a way very much linked to each other in a way that is directly tied to who we are as individuals and the values we hold most important. We all have habits, those things that we do regularly. And some of those habits can be seen as subjectively or even objectively bad ones. Laziness, selfishness, using bad language, smoking, drinking to excess, even binge watching, shows. And some of our habits can be seen as subjectively or objectively good ones. Exercise, helping those around you, being encouraging, eating healthy, and even learning new things. Our priorities come from our habits, not from our preconceived notions about what we think our priorities are. See, the difference between what we think our priorities are and what we share with the world that they are, and what they truly are, is seen in what we actually do, day in and day out. If we say our priorities are one thing, but everything that we do says a completely different thing, well, that's a problem. Our habits indicate so much more than we give them credit for. Our habits define us in the present. They do not necessarily represent what we valued in the past, and thank God they do not define us unchangeably for the future. So we can't do anything about the past, but we are in complete control of how we respond in the present and what we intend to do in the future. The priorities that we want to express to ourselves and the world need to match up with the habits that we make regular in our lives today and moving forward. When we look at the priorities we want to embrace in life, we need to look at the things that we do and then do the hard work of making our habits match up with and help grow our priorities. This plays out in every part of our lives, in every artistic and non-artistic creative endeavor, in every relationship, in our work, in our play, and in our faith. See, God has blessed us with skills, talents, and abilities. He has provided opportunities. He has given us relationships, and we have the chance to form habits that produce priorities that, in the end, allow us to do things of value in our lives and in the lives of those around us. So let us all make habits that form our priorities in a way that allows each of us to go, create, and be a blessing. You can support our channel by subscribing, hitting that bell icon to get notified when new content comes out, and liking our videos. If you'd like to consider supporting our team financially, there's a link in the video description with more details. Those things will help our channel for sure, but if you do nothing else, please spend some time in the comments of our videos encouraging one another to create, to help others create, and to help grow that creative nature within us all. Oh, and you can check out these videos too. Thanks. We'll see you again soon.